to our monthly Roundtable stream, where we discuss the anime figures that are coming out in the following month that have us really excited. With me are the boys.
Hi, I'm the voice.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I am still not seeing the stream up yet.
There's a few seconds. There's a few seconds delay.
Yeah.
So yes, we have each. So we have each with us, Eat Sleep Troll, Overlord Morthal, and Shadowman, our regular boys. And we will be presenting to you three figures each that get us very excited this month. Yeah, that's the intro. I think good intro.
Prepare for chairs.
Prepare for chairs. Okay. Does anyone want to go first today? Giving you all the option.
It's normally in a certain order. I don't.
Usually you have it in a set order.
Yeah. I have a prearranged order. I just wanted to throw a curveball. I'm starting us with Shadowman this time. So I'm gonna pop up the first figure, and then we'll wait for the stream to catch up, so you know what you're supposed to be talking about. Position. There we go.
You guys feel unsafe?
We're starting on some Hololife. A little bit. Nice and classic. Noel.
This
Night
one, Noelle's always been one of my favorite JPers. Just aesthetically, she looks she always has great models. And the artist who made this sculpture did not disappoint. This is a 1/7 scale from a manufacturer, Fat exclamation point. Haven't heard of them, but the figure looks great. So I'm hoping the real product looks like this.
Well, there's definitely two key details that make me very much like this figure.
Oh yeah, the number one thing that definitely jumps out is that
the mace.
Her sure.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with. Yeah. Her outfit is doing some work in the chest area, holding that back.
Yeah.
There's one button there doing a lot of work.
Oh yeah, and there's like proper squish there and everything. And then the other thing that actually jumps out to me is the basic but decorated base.
That is a really nice, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like it just looks and it aesthetically goes with her overall figure, I feel. I also kind of like the slight translucentness to her hair. Kind of looks nice.
Yeah.
Now, if they go a little too hard with the translucent, it might kind of throw it off. But I think it looks like a fantastic figure, especially for $200.
Cool, that's good. Yeah. So actually, I quite like when it swings back around to the view from behind. The way her cloak flips, like you can almost see something, and that's quite alluring. Like you can't see anything from a direct online, but you can almost, and that's quite an alluring sort of look.
I even like the frilly detail to the bottom of her dress, like in the little flip that it does in the front there.
I rather like the armor pieces.
Yeah, they did a great job with those too. Looks like they have a nice little shine to them too.
Greaves and gauntlets.
And several belts.
So what are the key details on this figure?
Let's see. She's 1/7 scale. The price is $200, $230. The welcome price for Tom is $200. Or $230. The Tom premium price is $200. Let's see. What is the total height of this figure here? Does it say 10.2 inches? That's actually a decent height too.
Yeah, it's about right for 1/7. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got in motion. She looks in motion as well. Like she's definitely got a few. It's not a static looking figure.
Right.
She looks as if she's getting ready to twirl that mace around.
Mace to the face.
She's about to mess somebody up with that mace.
When A-chan said When A-chan told her, no, when you go out in public, you're gonna have to have some mace with you for your safety, she misunderstood.
Yes.
Yeah.
But would have
And,
been
and, and
funny.
depending on who you use each one on, that one might be more effective.
Would have been funny if it was actually metal and you could detach it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. The way it's sitting, it might be a separate piece, but it might also be part of the model. It's very hard to tell with these models.
I would guess it's a separate piece that sandwiches between the base and the hand when you put the
Yeah, that's not
figure
normally
on
what
the
you.
base.
That's normally what you get with weapons with figures like this. Yeah.
Yeah, my
There might even be
the umbrella on my Race Queen Coconut does that.
a little indentation in the base where you put the tip of the mace.
Yeah, yeah. More support, yeah.
Yeah. And this character definitely needs lots of support.
Oh, yes. Gotta hold up them night cups.
Yeah, the sculptor just did a fantastic job doing getting her proportions and everything.
Yeah, I think this is only the second Null I've seen as a figure, because I've seen the one with I don't like, was she sitting in like a pool ring or a pool?
I
noodle?
have that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one. So this is relatively new. And actually,
much more in character for her too.
yeah, and more in character rather than just being a generic swimsuit one. Yeah.
What can I say? I had to buy.
Oh, that one's great too. I've seen that one.
I'm not familiar with the JPs outside of Marine, to be honest. So
yeah, Marine, Noel, Pecker has grown on me a lot.
What about Corone?
Oh, Corona's always been one of my favorites.
I think it's. If I ever met anyone who said they didn't like Corone, I would be immediately judgmental of that person.
Right?
Like, I've only seen her in clips, and she's adorable.
Oh,
Yes.
the Grand Theft Auto server with her was
when they were going
hilarious.
That was a lot of fun.
Okie dokie. Well, I think we'd all be pretty unanimous that this is a get figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a
Yeah.
fan.
It's just at the right price where it's a little pricey, but like I don't think that's an excessive price for
I mean,
a really nice looking figure.
when I was doing like the ratings of 1/7 scales, I think I did the cap from like 100 to 300. So 200 just sits right in the middle of that range. Quite
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah, it's not at the high end of the range for sure.
Oh well, that's excellent first entry. Shall we move on? I think. Morsels next, I think. Transition.
Wonder which one's going first.
So do I, because I set this stuff up this morning, before I went out. So I don't actually remember what I did. Transition.
Well, it won't matter. They all are chairs.
They're all sitting on something.
Yes. Ooh, this one.
This one, she's got glasses. I immediately like her. She's wearing glasses in some of her.
Like the mask is optional.
Yeah, she has a couple of optional features by the looks of her.
Ezer Lane's often?
No, not from Ezer Lane. The other two are.
She looks like I think Shanghai, is it?
She looks like she should be from Ezer Lane.
Yes. So the scale is 1/7 on this. There are two versions. There's a white dress and a black dress version, so you've got options.
Shown us the black one. Oh man.
I like the white dress.
I didn't get us pictures of the black one, unfortunately.
It looks the same, but it's black dress.
Yeah.
So this goes for 120 US. And it's a 1/7.
That's very cheap.
Very.
But I'm guessing she's not from anything. Like she's not got the what do you call it? The franchise tax.
Well,
Yeah, I think
it's
she's an OG character.
on her page. It's listing an origin that I don't know what the origin it is. It's something Chinese, but Xiaomi Du Wu Wang. I'm butchering that, I know.
That's a nice duang.
Yeah,
Um,
is her Origin one of those games that I have to download but then put Steam into private mode before I play so people don't judge me for playing
Team.
possibly.
it?
More than likely.
Um, the manufacturer is Apex Toys, which looks. I think they're a Chinese manufacturer. I'm not sure. Um,
Sure. I mean, I think I have one or two of their things. I'd have to check, but they're one of the best, really.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm seeing a few things on. Ooh, they're making the wedding dress chocolate and vanilla from Neko Para.
Ooh, now those I'd be interested in.
But uh, s- as you can see, sitting, so I'm counting it as a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can have that. Yeah.
You got a few props. You can have the glasses. You can have a mask. I don't know why you'd want that.
Yeah. I mean,
I love the whole base window tree thing that she's in there. It looks.
Yes.
It's a great backdrop for
that is
her.
neat. And it's not too,
I I
overkill.
like I like her face. I'm not massive fan of the front view. Like it's pretty generic, but they cut to the back view with that exposed back and
No,
neurons
I
activate.
like the front view very much.
I don't know what it is, but just the back view on this model activates neurons for me.
Yeah, it's the sculpts. I can see that.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
the mask, but I mean, obviously it's attachable, so.
Yeah.
Like that back view.
But it's a really good price for a 1/7 with
Yeah.
all of those extras, honestly.
Yeah, 1/7 with a very good base.
What's the
Very.
total height? What's the total height
Extra,
on her?
Let me check.
extra face options.
Because she's kind of sitting, so although the tree's a
10
little taller, so
10.14 inches.
okay, so it's about the same size
No,
as the last one.
yes, Soup, just we're winning. Welcome to chat. I would
We're
definitely say that
always
this is winning.
We're always winning.
And bonus points if the one thing hanging from the tree branch actually will free spin a little bit, but I doubt it.
If it moves, yeah.
Mm,
Well, that,
with the way they
It looks
have
like it's a very thick thing on it, holding it.
yeah, I don't think that'll spin. It doesn't.
I might have to.
Like it.
I might have to modify that and just put a
On
string on it so it'll
other
actually spin.
things that spins.
Yeah.
also a big fan. Also a big fan of the ponytail, but that's just my stylistic choices.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this one's a winner. Not gonna lie.
She looks like she'd fit in. There's a lot of figures I've seen that have like similar backings to this or similar. Like she looks like she'd fit in with a collection of this kind of Chinese style, Chinese dress
Yeah.
model.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone's probably noticed already, I like those thigh highs.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I
The
really
stock,
like them.
the stockings are killer.
does it have a little bit of squish though?
I
That
think
feel.
so. It
Yeah,
does
it
look a
does.
little bit squished. Yes, there's a bit of squish there.
Not as much as I'd like, but what can you do?
Much
Still,
much
you know,
much
There's a
like
little bit of
Power
squish in the chest
Windows.
too.
Much like Power Windows on a Ford, Squish is no longer an optional extra. It's just included in everything now.
if only.
All things come with Squish.
But for the price,
Yeah.
I would get this personally. I did. It's not the one that I've ordered out of my picks this month, but I would pick it up at some point.
At this point in time, it doesn't fit my collection or my collection habits, so I would probably pass on this one. But
I
It is a
very
it is a very nice figure.
I'm a big fan of the Chinese dress. Like you were saying, that it'll fit with a lot of Chinese dress ones. So I would definitely grab this one.
Yeah. Okay. That's mostly a win.
Yeah.
All right, which means we should move on. I apologize if I feel like we're rushing through a little bit tonight. I actually have to get out of bed at 6 a.m. tomorrow to go to a stupid meeting.
Don't worry. It'll go the speed that it goes.
We will go the speed we go. I'm sure we'll get some models that we fixate on for a little bit.
Almost
Transition.
certainly.
Hey, this one.
One of my picks for this month I've actually pre-ordered already, so...
Have a small
What?
dissertation to give on it. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
This one's coming from me, and it's mostly because I am a massive Macross Frontier fan. This is
the wholesome guy in our whole crew.
I am wholesome. I try.
She is adorable.
All right.
That's relative.
We have Macross Frontier Runkallee Anniversary Stage Version 1/7 scale. Again, it's coming out in November. It is made by Good Smile Company, which they're reliable as all hell.
Yes.
It is 12.4 inches tall because she's standing on her little name tag, so you're getting a few
Yeah,
extra inches
she
out of
looks
that.
like she's gonna be pretty tall.
Yeah. She comes as she comes
She
with
herself
the
is not tall, but
yeah. There's also the Cheryl Nome figure, which is in the so this would come as a pair with it, or you wouldn't buy them as a pair, but if you're going to collect one, you should probably collect both. But I've just gone with the Runkle one.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
just like the one I had last month. She's just very fun.
Yeah, she's very cute. I like this.
Yep.
That's my entire thing is she's very cute. There's a lot going on this.
I
a
like
lot
the
of
magical
details.
girl vibe.
I like the hat.
The hat's adorable. I love that she's got like a little. If you could plug this in and the little lights or the Runkallee lit up, that would be fucking amazing.
Yes.
But I don't think so. Hold on, I'm gonna read. Just quickly read. No, the lights don't light up. If they did, it'd be awesome.
That's slightly sad.
You know what? Enough tiny LEDs, enough LEDs from the hardware store, and a small drill, and I can fix this.
A little tiny spotlight might work too.
You might be able to accomplish it with lighting, yeah.
Yeah, you can accomplish it.
Those might be reflective on the name.
Well, even if they're not reflective, you could probably like touch them up with reflective paint and then hit them with a spotlight.
Yep. You just have to be careful.
They did a good job just getting a ton of detail into the character.
Oh, yeah. I love the little pelican, the feathers on the back as well.
That's what I was looking at, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see how well this is supported weight-wise, because I don't see anything really holding it up, but
they don't list the materials in the description, so if there were metal rods to hold it up, it doesn't tell you.
I don't think there is. I think it's just that solid piece of acrylic going into the base.
Yeah, which means it may have balance issues.
Yeah.
I've
seen some figures.
I could see this falling over quite often.
Yeah, I've seen figures with horrible leaning issues.
Yeah, it's quite top heavy. But I wanted to include it because it's nifty and it's neat and it's cute and it's Runkallee. And I have fun memories of me and a very good friend of mine back in the day watching Frontier when it first came out. And the active debate as to whether Runker or Showa was the best character.
Yeah, this looks really good. My only concern would be leaning issues, honestly. And it might have some sort of support that isn't shown in this, because a lot of companies do that.
Yeah, looking at her, I think there might possibly be a support. Like, the advertising photos for the Blood Ruby Red Kurumi didn't mention that she'd have supports, but she does have some additional supports. You know, same with the remember the China dress Albedo?
Yep.
Yeah, she has 2 big metal rods that are just photoshopped out of all of her advertising photos that support her wings. That support her wings.
I don't know why
I
they
feel like that's false advertising.
Yeah, not
A
Yeah.
little bit.
I don't mind
Little bit.
supports on a bunch of my stuff, but just show them off. Come on.
Yeah,
Ye-
show that
More trust.
show that you've invested the time in the structure of the model to make it durable.
Exactly.
Yeah. At the same time, though, it would be nice if they made the supports less, oh, I don't know, stand out to where it looks like it's part of the figure. That way,
Yeah.
that
Like-
that way it doesn't look too tacky, but still definitely get everything supported to where you're not in a year or two
Starts to
winging.
yeah, especially with PBS and PBS plastic, because it does slowly collapse over time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's my first entry. I'd buy it if I wasn't broke as fuck right now.
Right. If I had more that fit with her theming, like I don't have anything that would go along with her.
Yeah, I have nothing that suits her either. I just wanna.
Yeah.
I actually really like this in spite of having no attachment to the character whatsoever. I
Yeah, I have no attachment either.
Cool design. If I had
Yeah.
it, I would put some LED strips on multicolor and just do a light show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get her. Yeah, have her name glowing up. Yeah. All right.
Or that, yeah.
All right. Eat sleep. Troll's turn.
Yeah, my turn.
Transition. Yeah.
I am known as the Risen guy. Well, I named
This is maybe one of the coolest models submitted, but also
Ooh, classic.
we're we are venturing away from the lewd this particular week.
Yeah, and
Hey, there's another male character.
We also got to be fair, I did that last video got age restricted, so
yeah, well, to be fair, not a lot of new stuff went out for pre-order this month, so
yeah.
here we go. But
So we've got
a
Guts
massive-
and Casca as a pair.
yeah, as
basically.
a massive Burke simp, I looked at this and I was like, this beats like the prime ones and stuff. That well, I'll get into that. I almost got scammed by them, so not not great. But yeah, here's the classic Golden Age. I think this is during
This
the,
is for
what was it? Battle of Dolgi, the before the 100-man fight.
yeah before.
And
I see looking at his armor and his weapon. That's about that time in the story. Yeah.
yeah, and like look at him, guys. Like it's perfect. The battle damage, the expressions, the poses, everything.
Guts
it's
being
sad that you distinguish-
Guts being a porcupine and not giving a shit.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
he
loving
is
that.
kind of a pin
like
cushion
that
right
scene in Ace
now.
Ventura, where he gets stuck with the arrows in both legs. But this guy gives no shit. But yeah,
Casca also looks badass in this. Like
The added
course,
arrows
I mean,
around his feet and
yeah.
everything just add to like the battle he's been through.
All I can say is he is definitely not becoming the Skyrim guard, even with the arrows in the knee.
Not exactly in the knee, but look like the base.
It's close enough.
Ornate of resin bases. There's crazy bases out there. It's appropriate, good enough. It's a bit risen from the ground, so it gives it some.
Yeah, it's got some height to it.
I actually really love the blood in the sword. The blood in the sword looks great.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really natural.
Wet.
It's
It looks
really hard
wet.
to actually
It
paint that
does.
stuff, It's really hard to paint it convincingly, like all the blood on the body. It splatters differently depending on whether it's on the clothes or on the.
Well, yeah, and they look like on the cloth. They look like they stained the cloth.
Yeah.
The metals look
you
like
can
it's
see
sitting on the metals.
The cloth also has like what looks like very heavy seam lines, and I don't mean like molding lines, but like look at Casca's like thigh high leather.
Mm-hmm.
like you can see where like it looks like it's been
somebody
stitched
actually
together.
stitched
It
them. Yeah.
looks it looks like an item of clothing
Yeah,
rather
it
than just
looks like period clothes, right? Like
yeah.
very natural. Also, note the different poses. So for Casca, you have the overhand pose and this front of the body sword. Also, two different heads. Look, one she's serious and one she's in pain. Which, if you
I,
know what she was going through, that's
I think
pretty
I
badass.
prefer a small complaint. I don't like the not helmeted version. His Guts' grimace looks a bit.
Well, yeah, that's the point. He's kind of a fucking psycho, especially at this point, right? He's pissed
Yeah.
off, bro.
I just think the helmet
I get
adds
it.
to the look. I like the helmet.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah,
helmet.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I much prefer the
Like
helmeted look. Yeah.
the open helmet would be my preferred way to display this. Like the one thing I don't like so much about Guts is his hair. Kind of millennial. I don't know, 2000s. If he had frosted tips, that would have been
It
it.
doesn't. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it doesn't quite mesh with the whole rest of the scene.
Yeah, but like the guy draws it to say I'm gonna respect that.
Yeah.
Does he also have multiple poses? No, just one. But what more do you want, really? Come on. Oh,
What's the price on this? So what's the fully loaded price on this?
Yeah. Yeah. What is the fully
Oh,
loaded price for
face
this?
expression. Okay, so we have two versions: 1/6 and 1/4.
Ooh,
And
That
nice.
1/4 is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
let me see. Actually, let me see. Do we have dimensions? Nah.
If he's
Look,
1/4
look,
on top
just
of that
I
base,
just
that's huge.
I just look I just look behind myself some of my 1/4 models and try and picture this as a 1/4. Yeah, this is gonna be massive.
Yeah. Picture your 1/4 on that base.
And
Because
two
that base,
and
it's like almost as tall as they are.
and two of them.
Let me see. Because
It'd be badass. That'd be a sweet quarter.
Centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Got very good definition on his muscles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the variants listed here with the pricing, because it looks like you can get him separately, her separately. I'm not sure about both. Maybe you need to buy
You probably
separately
need to.
and add them together.
I think you need to get both of them separately. Yeah.
It looks like
Pricing,
it looks like he pushed
uh,
their bases together and it forms
Yeah.
that.
isn't it just one base? Uh huh.
No. No. You can see a crack between the two rocks.
Yeah,
Where they slide together. Yeah.
They
I
hit
think
it well,
that's
but yeah, it is two separate.
Because I see the same shield on both of their separate
it's
bases.
well hidden, but if the ground gets hot enough, for a long time it cracks anyway. Ask me how I know. I live in Texas.
It looks like one single piece, really. But looking at the pricing, it's like I think there's a mistranslation with the pricing because, like, look, 1/6 guts says $500, 1/6 casca 475, 1/6 deluxe casca 495. Uh,
Deluxe cut.
and
I guess the deluxe Casca comes with all the extra parts and the extra posing
yeah,
parts.
yeah, the extra
Probably.
arms and head, potentially some other stuff. Um, Okay, and for the one, by the way, these are the full prices. You always have the option to pay deposit and
So
the
you're looking at about $1,000 for the whole display.
Right.
I'm not sure.
For the
Like,
smaller one.
there might
Yeah.
be some
If they're
translation.
if they're about $500 each or a little bit more, you're looking at between $1,000 and $1,100 for both, as a
Like, I'm
1/6
not
scale display.
like take into account that there's often translation issues with the studios because they're Chinese, and yeah, so it might not be that, but
Oh,
that
it wouldn't be the first time I've dropped $1,000 on a figure.
yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Buyer's
Somewhat
regret.
got you. And for the 1/4 versions, Guts is 745. Regular Casca is 685, and Deluxe
So you're
Casca
looking at
is 7.
1,400, about
Yeah.
1,400 for
Yeah,
the
but
That's actually
for
not
the
You're
1/4.
that's not that much more considering how much the smaller ones are, but
yeah, the size
That's pricey.
matters.
That is very pricey.
Does it have an actual height for the 1/4?
I can't see it here, but as I said, usually these things don't have much in the way of good detailing. You can always just email them and ask, like, "Yo, what's the deal with that?" I'm gonna look more on some more sources if I can answer you.
I'd be willing to bet it's pushing 18, 20 inches tall.
Just send the email to the manufacturer. Look, you can have my Ford Focus. Just send me the model.
Yeah.
No, but it's good. And the studio, I've seen quite a few of their stuff, and yeah, that's pretty good. Might even rival Prime One, but not that
It is
expensive.
very good. I'd say, as far as like look and quality goes, this is very, very much up there with that a la carte we saw last month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's premium resins for you.
Yeah, but for price, I'd have to pass on this. I don't see myself spending over $1,000 on this one.
If you
I've
were
not
to,
actually seen Berserk yet, so that would hold me back.
well, let's say it like it is. You don't really see, but you read it.
Yeah,
Same difference.
Mm,
I see
Yeah,
the
the-
pictures on the
the only
page, don't I?
the only
oh, sure.
the only time Berserk really got a good anime treatment was like the 1990s
97.
OVA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
1997.
Golden Age movies are
The
serviceable,
gold
but yeah.
they're serviceable, but the CG was not good.
Yeah, I mean, are you talking about the 2016? Because that's dog shit.
Yeah, no, even the Golden Age, even the like it was 2010,
Because
even
I haven't
those
seen
the
them.
yeah.
I just hear they're decent.
But I was joking because I'd already seen the Golden Age OVAs from '97, and yeah, as soon as they did CG, I was like, nah,
I
man.
just noticed he has spurs on his boots.
He is the cavalry captain of the Band of the Hawk, after all.
Yeah, he does ride a
So
horse occasion. He rides a horse in every scene until the horse gets cut out from under him in every scene.
Yeah.
he has a
That'll
nice,
happen.
interesting relation. He has a interesting
For a
relationship
cavalry
with
captain, this man spends a lot of time on foot.
he
The
has an
blood
interesting
on the
relationship with the
base
horse, if you know what
looks
I mean.
very good too. How it's all pulled up. I'll have to wait for another slide to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, if you're into Berserk, and I know you are, this is pretty good.
it's a very good
And
model.
Yeah, I
as
really
I've
like
said,
this
you
one.
don't need to spend the whole thing. You can buy it in installments or pay a deposit and the rest when it's released. Which
Now
if
here's
it's
my
in Japanese,
here's my take on this though. So at the cost and the size, if I were to collect like say this or the Alucard, I'd have to choose probably like just based on space, which one would be better, this or Alucard? I say the Alucard is still better.
I agree.
More detail,
that's fair to say, really.
but yes,
It really comes down
I,
to
I,
what
I,
makes your fanboy
For sure.
tingle.
I do think price kind of does eliminate this one for most collectors.
Yeah.
Only the very
Right,
wealthy have
right,
it.
right. And
Yeah,
Alucard was cheaper too.
yeah. Alucard was way more affordable.
Yeah, resins
And
are
and I wouldn't
way,
even have
but it's
considered him
good.
cheap.
We may have a more affordable option later tonight. We'll see. All right, we're gonna move on to Shadow number 2, which is because we can't, you know, stare at stuff that's
Kitty.
gritty for too long.
I like what I see.
I immediately like this one. It's a cat girl and it's in my colors.
Oh yeah, it's a cat girl. She's adorably posed. The colors are fantastic.
She's
And
blue and silver. I like it.
the two best parts, she's 1/6 scale, and she's only $65.
Didn't I share her cousin
Ooh.
or sister 2 editions ago? 2 episodes ago? I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That one edition where I shared like all very cheap figs, and
Yeah,
pretty sure.
you may have.
I like all the
Oh,
frilly bows and stuff.
I will say they pushed her back, way back. She is
Since
now
November.
April 2025.
Wait,
Well,
what?
Yeah.
Well, she's no longer she's no longer valid for this disc, is she?
No. And that's a change because I looked this up just the other day and she was still coming out November.
So they
But
so
that's
between
honestly a good thing because that means better quality control.
yeah
Probably.
it does mean better quality control.
But it still doesn't diminish that. I think this is a fantastic looking figure. I've never heard of the manufacturer, Koi, Koi.
I think we've seen it before reviewing stuff because
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shared something like that.
from Koi, yeah, they do stuff like this simple, low cost.
She's an original figure. Apparently, this is the second one that Koi has come out with. I'll have to look up what the first one was that they had.
But in this series, probably the second. Yeah.
The first one's probably the one that Morthal showed us like 2 months ago.
No. Eat Sleep Troll did this one. I'm looking it up. It's this basically, but pink.
Okay.
Or orange, I think.
There might have been. There is an orange one, but it says it's not coming out till next year. So I'm pretty sure it's this, but pink.
Okay. I found
True cinnamon. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sold on this one just on the color scheme, to be honest.
Yeah,
Same.
I absolutely love this one. This fits in my price budget for figures that I get for sure.
Wait, was the base mirrored?
No, it's clear.
Mirrored.
It's
clear.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say.
That'd be cool. I've not seen a mirrored base fig, so that'd be. Really cool.
I think I have one. I have to go look at all my figures.
She's fairly tall, up to the tips of the cat ears, 11.6 inches. It is a 1/6 scale,
yeah,
so
1/6.
Yeah. Got the key details for us?
Oh,
Price, manufacturer.
Her name is Chumoka, 1/6 scale. Price is $65 for pre-order. Unfortunately, she's been pushed back to April of next year. But I don't think that diminishes how good of a deal that is.
And it seems to come with two faces because she has the winky
I was gonna say
face.
it does come with two faces. I
yeah.
actually don't like the winky face, but to each
Hold
their
on,
own.
I'm waiting to see the other one. Just looking at the winky one currently. Come on, swap back to the non-winky.
It's kind of what are you doing, Oni-chan face.
And then she's just like generically surprised, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the winky face.
I'm with you. I like Winky better.
I like my cat girls playful.
But yeah, this is definitely she'll fit in with my Nekopara stuff, obviously.
I actually think these will increase in price on the aftermarket because it's a
You
lot
reckon?
of value for what you're paying for them.
Oh yeah, very high value. At 65, definitely.
And as the manufacturer grows in, renown, yeah, I think that's gonna be the case.
You think she's gonna? You think it's gonna have aftermarket value?
Yeah.
Could very well, yeah.
Could do. I 1/6 for $65. Yeah, it's.
I mean,
it's not gonna lose value.
The aftermarket is a strange place.
Her predecessor you can get for $47 right now. The red or pinkish one.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's very cute.
It's kind of.
There's not a lot to say about it.
But I like it anyway.
Yeah, this is a. I actually might buy this one personally.
I would too.
Would be a good choice.
I would considering it's not till next year now. I would probably it may find its way onto my review list.
Yeah.
Just because it's a 1/6 for that price range, that's something very interesting to review.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it turns out shit, which fat chance.
Well, that's still an interesting review. Hey, don't buy the 1/6 scale for $65 because it's shit,
Right.
or buy it because it's excellent. These are two potential options.
I don't see them messing this one up that badly where it's just like, no, it's not worth it at all.
And she's a fairly simple model.
Yeah.
Simple is harder to fuck up.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't, because I know they still can, but I have a little bit more faith in them being able to do something simple to start with.
Yeah, simple. Yeah, it's a good. Is it for a new starter company? Yeah, it's probably better to start with something nice and simple. Okie dokie. We shall move on because really, I don't think there's a lot to discuss with this one, other than size and price, which are both excellent.
Yes.
And cute, very cute.
And different face options for if you don't like one, you can like the other.
And it's rocker color coded, which I like.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, transition. We are moving on to Mortal again. See, probably the lewdest figure we've got this week.
I know which one it is then. Yep. That's what I thought.
It is it's a lot of fan, and that fan is being serviced.
Yes. Very much so. So here we have the first Ezer Lane figure of the day.
Oh boy.
We have St. Louis
Oof.
on a couch, which that's
Chair.
chair
It's a chair.
of larger
But for me,
size.
'cause I can't right
Chair
now.
count 2. Chair count 2.
Yep. She is a 1/7 scale and 120 US. What? I was not expecting this. She's apparently 120 US dollars.
Yeah, I like this one because she's fairly cheap.
Yeah, that's really good price, especially coming with.
And Ezer Lane's are usually pricey too.
Yeah.
So this one has a producer and a manufacturer. The producer is Apex again, and the manufacturer is Elegant, which I'm not familiar with, but it looks like they're making more Ezer Lane figures, so I will keep an eye on them. Ooh, they're making a Kashino.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah.
And it's a maid Kashino. I might have to get that. Back to St. Louis though. Before I get off to a totally different track. As you can see, she has a sparkly dress that doesn't cover a whole lot.
It's a teeny tiny sparkly dress. My
Yeah.
favorite kind. My favorite kind of sparkly dress.
For $120, her eyes look pretty good.
It looks like she comes with multiple faces as well.
Yes, I'm seeing that now as well. There's the little manju, which is the chicken duck thing. I don't know what it is. It's on the couch.
It's a manju.
I know it's I know it's a manju. I just don't know if it's supposed to be a chicken or a duck or.
Yes.
It's a thing.
It's basically that chainsaw dog from Chainsaw Man, Pochita.
But
Joking. But yeah, bro, amazing.
Yup.
As
like I said,
Ezer Lane, she's like top 3 for me.
Oh, yes.
So elegant, and
it very much, very tastefully skirts the line of not lewd, but
that's Ezer Lane in a nutshell for you.
Yeah, it is. That is. Now, I will say, I do have a slight complaint. It doesn't stop me from wanting this, because I do want this figure. The hair seems like, I know she has very vibrant hair. Seems out of place with the entire figure. Like everything else has a certain look to it, a shininess, a glitteriness. The hair just looks flat compared to everything else. I just felt like they could have done more with the hair.
I think it might be a lighting thing, because there are some angles in this picture where the lighting of the hair
Maybe.
does look a little shinier. But it from other angles it does look a little bit flat and matte, yeah.
Interestingly, this is only partially based off a skin of hers in the game, because her skin in the game she's getting out of some sort of really souped up car.
It looks like
I don't know what kind of car it is.
It appears to be based on a lot of her in-game skin, to be honest.
Yes. Like we mentioned, chat. There ain't much dress there.
No. There's enough. There's enough dress there. Don't demonetize me, YouTube.
I mean, her little heel shoe things cover more of her feet than the dress covers on her body.
The exposed hip activates neurons
Which,
for me. That angle.
Yes.
yes, the exposed hip is definitely neuron activating.
Everything's acting neurons for me. There's the bulba. There's everything.
Yeah.
I can't pick one thing to focus in on.
Even her secondary face, the one where she's like kind of tries to cut her tongue, that's pretty neuron activating as well. This is definitely a Guna bait figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No use trying to deny that.
No, but it's classy enough to display, you know.
Oh no, you could I love that about this figure particularly is you could display this on a normal collection on a normal shelf and not be too worried.
I find it ironic that St. Louis is one of the better looking figures. One of the better looking characters in Ezer Lane, but she's actually one of the more useless ones.
Yeah. What can you do? That's the gotcha thing, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we here pull for waifu, not meta.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is for the people who are building the waifu team, not the meta team.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny when you do PvP in that game because you can tell who's making the waifu teams and who's making the actual PvP teams.
Yeah.
PvP in that game is something.
Well,
it's not actually PvP.
I know. I've done.
It's just pseudo PvP.
well, on quality and price, I say this is definitely a get figure. This is a figure to put on your shopping list.
Yeah, I can make room for this one.
I don't even play Ezer Lane. Sorry.
What was the dimension again?
1/7 scale.
She's a 1/7.
She's not very tall, but she can be wider than tall.
She's not very tall, but she's quite thick.
Definitely. 6.24 inches on the height.
No, I kind of like her proportions too. She's not like okay, I like thick, but given her body,
she's not as egregious as the bunnies from last month.
Yeah, you know, it's like slender.
Okie dokie.
Not even
Next.
you know, fucking beach balls, you know. So it works.
I like beach ball titties. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's all about context, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
How it all fits together.
Context, pose, position, composition.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Okie dokie.
We got next?
What was my second choice? Oh.
That's a good question.
We got Banoi.
Oh?
We have Banoi.
Not very thick at all. 2 out of
No. This is not a thick Banoi. This is Kuroneko from Imo. It's a 1/4 scale for $281. It is made by. It's from Freeing and B-Style, yes.
Those gonna have the freeing B style tax.
Yep.
Yeah. This is why it's only $300. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I picked this one basically because there was really not a lot going on next month, and I'm like, well, it's a Banoi, and it's Rui, and I actually quite like Rui in Orimo.
Yeah, and she's cute.
One of the few redeeming parts of that absolute dumpster fire of a show.
I think you're not only paying for the freeing B style tax, but you're also paying the anime license tax on this one. Because I feel like this is a small because she's probably I'm assuming she's a small short figure. This probably isn't that big compared to other similar scale figures of similar price.
12.4 inches tall, and given her pose, she's probably about half as tall as your standard bunny girl. because
Yeah.
she's on her knee. Just from pose, she's on her knees.
She's tiny.
And Gokto herself is quite tiny. Yes, Rui is quite tiny.
So I just feel like material-wise, it should just be cheaper.
Yeah, a little bit. I think. Yeah, I will give that she's a bit overpriced.
But she's cute. I like. I don't know. I'm not familiar with where she's from. I like the orange-haired girl that she's paired with too.
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I think the two of them together just make a nice
Oh no,
pair.
no, they would make a nice set. Yeah,
Yeah.
It'd be a nice set to have. If Kirino wasn't complete trash, then they'd be.
Oh really? Oh okay. That type of character. Gotcha.
Okie dokie. So yeah, that's like I'm not sure what else I can say about this one. It'll have all the freeing B style things you expect. So it'll be the proper nylon stockings,
Yeah.
good sculpts, good details. I do feel like, and it's because I think you guys pointed out to me a few months ago. I am starting to become disappointed with the eyes on scales, things like this. Like, I really feel like they need to varnish them or gloss them to make them shinier. They come across as a bit matte.
At that price tag,
Especially at the sizes, yeah.
Fast eyes, to be honest. Like, come on, bros.
I'm actually curious, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to experiment with it. But I have a couple of models in that scale, and I want to go buy some varnish, like gloss varnish that you'd use for wargaming models.
Yeah,
I just add a thin coat of gloss varnish to the eyes and just see if it.
Oh, it'll make quite the difference.
Yeah, see how much of a difference it makes, or if it just ruins it
might.
altogether.
Or
It'd have to be real thin so it
some,
didn't stand out though.
Yeah.
You could get satin varnish instead, so it's not like super glassy, right?
Yeah. Well, you want it to be kind of glassy because that's the effect you're going for.
I think actual gloss varnish might be a bit much, to be honest. You might want to get both, like a little Vallejo bottles.
Yeah, experiment.
It's like,
well, I have some cheap and shitty models.
something.
I have some cheap and shitty figures I can experiment on before I try.
Okay, or go down to the local store and grab a random toy figure from an aisle and try it on it.
Yeah.
As is usual with freeing models, I feel like the hair could be better.
Yeah, that is a.
Oh, by the way,
That is true.
I have our grown-up version.
Yeah, from the Discord. Yeah. All right. Apparently there's only six. Apparently there's only 6 of these left on Tom at the moment as well. So.
I'd also actually be I'd be kind of tempted to get her along with the Toka bunny B style because I think they'd be cute next to each other too.
They'd match, yeah. I honestly I don't have a lot of them yet, but I really do feel like I need to get a big cabinet and just fill it with B styles.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
If it wasn't for the price, I'd love to do that.
Yeah. The price is prohibitive.
I have 2 already and 2 on the way, and 1 grill.
They are definitely among my favorites. They just if they were cheaper, I'd get a ton of them.
Yeah. I'm just feeling the strong urge to get a Bunoi collection, you know.
Yeah. For me, between the freeing 1/4 bunnies and the binding 1/4 bunnies, I personally prefer the binding ones, but that's me.
Depends, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm starting my bunny collection with the BiQ bunnies. They're cheap, they're good looking.
I actually have a couple of bunny girls that arrived a little while ago in a box that I'm going to do a review of at some point. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Too, by the way.
Sorry?
Freeing has cast-offs too. Admittedly, very few, but they're there.
They're there.
They're there. They exist. Oh, actually,
I just like the binding designs a little bit better.
It's not a cast-off, but I actually have the freeing B-style Nagatoro in a box at the moment that I haven't cracked open yet.
Oh,
that one looked pretty good.
Nagatoro.
Yeah, that one looked good.
I wouldn't have even waited to get home to take her out of the box.
No, I've had her for about a solid month now. She's sitting in my filming room waiting to get unboxed.
Wow.
Anyway.
You are a way more, controlled...
patient person.
Patient. Not even patient, because,
He's also been away working.
I've also been away working, yeah. But okay, so like not making a big splash with this one. I would buy, but also I think her price is too high for me to recommend other people to buy. I think you'd have to be. This is definitely you'd have to be a fan of the character to buy it.
Yeah.
Or like I said, I would buy her with Toka if I was buying Toka, honestly, just because
Yeah.
they match so well.
Toka as in Data Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Actually, no, she would go with Toka for Data Life. Yeah.
Yeah, they have one coming out. Actually, I think it just came out. I talked about it last month or the month before. And yeah, she'd just be a bigger version, and they'd be really cute together.
Okay.
This one's not for me. Not familiar with the character, and
she's not thick enough.
yeah, I have.
Well, that's also why I think she would pair really well with Toka, because Toka's very thick.
All right, transition. Let's move on to the next
I'm
one.
hearing that, by the way. I'm curious now.
It's
The,
a troll.
the magic word.
What? What magic word?
I'm curious how that Toka looks, because, you know.
Ooh, what is this?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm looking forward to being told about this one. I saved the pictures, but I didn't really read any details.
Oh, I can tell you quite a bit. Actually.
Ooh, chair.
Chair.
Sort of. Okay, so this is my pick. This is another resin. Okay, let me see.
She does. This doesn't even look like an anime thing. This looks like a statue.
No, because
beautiful.
Because resins usually are called statues, not figurines.
Yeah.
Even 1/6s, because they use different materials like resin, polystone, metals, stuff like that. Okay, so here's the background for this character. This is like this very special, princess Aeolian from a comic book, very gritty looking comic book called Ghostblade by author WLOP. I read quite a bit of it. It's pretty interesting. Not sure where it's probably Asian, to be completely honest with you. This character has about probably about 20 statues, something like that. All of them stunners. This is just the latest one I've seen. Look how classy it is, fellas. Like,
yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of classiness.
I'm respectfully looking at its classiness.
Like,
yes,
it looks like a classical sculpture. What with the composition, the way the dress flows, and
Draw me like
to the body.
Draw her like one of your French girls.
Yeah,
exactly. And it has a chair for the enthusiasts out there. But
me.
look at the eyes, fellas. This is what I mean when I say glass eyes. That shit just makes all of the difference.
And the fact that she has a pose with her eyes closed and a pose with her eyes open means she has two
variants. Yeah,
at least two interchangeable heads.
Yep.
Yeah, you can either do the head up, eyes closed, or to the side. But why wouldn't you want her looking at you? Like, come on. Look at just gorgeous.
Oh no, the sleeping aesthetic is also very pleasant to look at.
All that jewelry is very nice touch. Even the freaking couch is super ornate. Like, even that by itself would be a nice piece. Look at the hair, how it's freaking sculpted. Do you see that kind of hair often?
It's very detailed. So obviously the question in the elephant in the room is price.
Okay, $620 for a 1/4 scale.
Or 1/4. 1/4 is big. Yeah, it's decent size. 620 is not unreasonable.
Again, that's full price. The deposit is $220, with the possibility to pay installments.
So you pay 220 up front, and then you pay another 400 later.
Yeah, you pay 100 per month on this site. Others may have different plans, or you can pay the rest 400 at once plus shipping when it releases. Yeah. So the thing with these resins, overall they're freaking expensive, but the sellers do make an effort to help you, And by the way, when it releases, you have like 2 months to get the money to pay for it. So, you know.
I have to say this is a painfully beautiful model.
Sorry about that, internet issues.
Yeah.
I may be slightly in love.
I am too.
It is painfully. It is painfully beautiful.
Yeah, they did such a good job with the flowing of the dress over like everything.
Bro, that's
I think
classical sculpture.
so Alucard's lost.
Yeah.
It was gonna happen at some point, Alucard.
He-
I'm
he-
sorry,
he-
but the lack of titties is.
He got a month and a half of being the best model I'd seen this so far this year, and then this came along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the way she's looking with the eyes, it's very alluring.
Yeah, I can't decide whether I like the sideways eye look or the eyes closed
to look away from the obvious though. Look at the tiny little change in her hair. Look at the jewelry on the couch.
Yeah.
The little gemstones that are hanging off of her. Oh, what is it called? The garter belt on her thigh.
Yep.
The little gemstones on the forearms and there's so many tiny details.
Yeah.
So many tiny details going on everywhere on this model. And the dress itself, it looks like it's made of liquid gold, like the way it flows on the couch.
Yeah.
Is that little cat thing a prop that comes with it, or is that just there for the?
I think it might be.
What
That's
little
why
cat
else would
thing?
it be there?
It'll be in the bottom left corner
Yeah,
when it shows up.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, yeah. I think it might be part of the model. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, for what you're getting, I would say the price is actually not bad.
For $700 ish.
Almost.
Just a 1/4 couch. That's
No,
like enough material for an entire other figure.
No, this is worth it. Like as a work of art, this is worth it. Not even this isn't a figure. This is an art piece.
Yes.
This is something you could even put in your office.
Yes.
If you have your own office, of course.
I call it my office. It's just my computer in the room with a bunch of figures and a dog. But it's an office, sort of.
Yeah, of course.
It's where I do all my bitching about bad games.
No, this is I think we're going to be unanimous on this one being a work of art. Like this is just.
Yeah, and to be completely honest with you, it isn't even the best piece of this character I've seen. Like, there's others that will actually explode your brains.
I think.
Like, imagine. Sorry. Imagine having actual gold jewelry on a statue.
Yeah.
That.
I'm going to rate this as rent isn't that important.
What was the price on it?
So
620.
Yeah, rent can go a month.
612.
Yeah. Well, my landlord's a patient man.
Mine's an angry school superintendent. She won't be very happy, but.
Well, they definitely don't show. Don't show her what you bought with it. Then she'd be even less happy.
Right.
Yeah,
anyway,
this is just impressive.
This is just outright. Just technically, it's impressive.
Aeolian from the comic Ghostblade.
Okay.
Just a stunner.
And as sad as I am, I think it's time to move on.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, I could look at this for a few more eternities.
Yeah, give it another loop. Alright, moving on. Alright, we are back to Shadow. We are onto your third figure. Transition. We have another Banoi.
Never get enough of those.
Banois are becoming a standard feature of this channel.
I think they have to be.
Oh, yes.
We do you care to tell us about your Banoi?
Yes. Oh my god, look at that booty. Oh.
That's thigh gap. Yummy.
Those hips.
And the exposed back.
And I like the character.
I have a thing. Sorry, I have a thing.
Fun.
We know you have a thing.
I can tell you.
Twin
Look at
tails.
I saw the Ena's back file. I saw it. That's on my computer too.
Yeah. You know why I have that?
It's very important to have that.
No, it was for a video I was making.
I just happened to notice it. I was like, naughty taco.
Yeah, I remember. Have you not seen my my Callie's mum short?
I think I have, but as with many things, I've slept since then.
Yeah, I'll link it in the Discord after this. It was one of my earliest attempts at doing something clever, and it didn't work. It's my attempt at doing something viral. Anyway, please, Shadow, explain to us your Banoi.
All right. Mary is from a kind of niche anime, Kakegurui. It's a if I'm not even really sure what to describe it as. It's a gambling anime, but
compulsive gambling. Yeah.
I don't think it was niche. I think it was very popular in its season.
Was it popular?
In its season, yeah.
Yeah.
It hype died for it pretty fast afterwards, but when it was airing, it was popular.
Yeah. Unlike most freeing bunnies, this one has character to it. There's a lot of different details to it. Like you get a lot. I mean, I love almost all freeing bunnies, but a lot of them have a tendency to just be lackluster and just be generic.
Yeah,
the hair on this one is much better than the previous freeing bunny.
I love the pose as well. She's got a very cheeky pose, and I like it.
No, she's a very sassy character. Baka. Love her.
Anyway.
Second best girl in the whole show.
Price, manufacturer, etc., etc.
Priced a lot.
Oh.
Shadow, are you here? Did you die? Shadow Man, did you die?
I can continue if he's having difficulties.
Has he died?
Is it back?
Yeah.
You're back?
Am I back? Okay.
You're back.
Stuck
okay. we were just discussing what to do if you died. Anyway.
But yeah, price is up there. It's $330.
Yeah.
But again, it's the freeing and anime tax on that one for sure.
Yeah, but she's stunning, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, this is. I'm feeling kind of ashamed about my my Kuroneko because this blows it out of the water. Way better. This is way better as a Banoi.
If only the Yumeko bunny was this good. Oof.
Oh, yeah. Their previous attempt was not good in my opinion at all. Like the overall figure was good, but the figure was the face was so bad it just killed it.
Is it just me, or does she kind of have like tummy squish where the bunny suit meets the thigh?
That's good, no?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, going through the pictures on.
That's good squish.
Yeah.
That's a squish I haven't seen before.
And the leggings actually look like they have a slightly different pattern too, like a more fine pattern to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do look a bit denser. They look a little bit darker than your standard. Yeah. They're probably a finer weave.
Yeah. And this one's actually out of character for me because she's not that well endowed. But I love her. She looks so good.
She's working with her best asset though.
Upgrades here or there can't hurt. As long as it's not excessive.
No, I'm actually more of a preferer to when there's a canon character with a canon body shape, not overly upgrading parts of the character that it shouldn't be.
I mean, yeah, but
Like when I see a fan art of a character that I quite like, and they've gone up 3 cup sizes, I'm like, but if you want a big titty character, draw a big titty character. Stop putting big titties on my reasonable titty character.
yeah. There is that one Toru figure where her tits get ballooned up to like Luca's size.
I mean, isn't that in character though?
I don't mind it.
See?
Anyway, what else? What else can be said about this Banoi? I like the two tone. She's actually got different because most of them just have the single bodysuit, where she's got like the what do you call it, the gambling hostess jacket on top.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I think it's about.
Very good.
I think we all like it, and we're just kind of quiet.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm looking for things. I'm looking for things to criticize, and I'm struggling.
I've not seen this, and I would watch whatever she came from.
Yeah.
Oh, I highly recommend it.
It is worth watching, and the show is low key horny quite a lot of the time.
That way I can inspect.
It's a crazy anime for sure.
Yeah, because it's suggestive, not
all right. I think that's about all we can really. So we should move on.
Oh, and it has one of the best
yes.
I've ever seen.
We are moving on to another chair.
This is the one that I pre-ordered.
And a character I am very familiar with because they were in the anime popularity contest.
Yes, I submitted it, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this.
So I may not have won, but I'm gonna buy it anyway.
Oh, I bought it before we even got to that point in the contest. I was like, I like this too much. I thought about it. I like this too much. I gotta buy it.
It is quite a formidable. It's a formidable figure.
Yes. In fact, the name of the character from Ezer Lane once again is Formidable. This is a 1/7 scale, and the price on this one is $163 US.
Decent range for a 1/7.
And it is made by the Chinese company Mythos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, one of those things.
Oh my god, look at this! Oh
boy. This company is
Troll is losing his.
Yeah, it's one of the best, really. Like, look at that! Oh my jeez.
I think their first few figures were like original characters. But then they made a one particular Hatsune Miku figure that everyone was clamoring for, and I should have bought it.
Even I know that one, I think.
I should have bought that figure. I'm sad that I didn't. But as you can see, Formidable is stacked. She is from Ezer Lane, after all.
Yeah.
And this will be a set with 2 other characters from Ezer Lane. Taiho, I've ordered that one too, and Agir. I don't know how to pronounce it. She's from the German faction. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Keep going.
I just heard. I heard a Discord noise. I was hoping.
Yeah, Shadow dropped out. Now Shadow's back. Shadow's having his issues.
But you've got a really nice chair here. You got the hair is really good. The dress.
I love it. I love the hair draping over the back of the chair. That's really cool.
That's probably one of my favorite touches. Is all the strands going over the chair.
And her just kicking off that one heel.
Yeah, that is That's neuron activating.
And I think her dress is just ever so slightly has a little bit of transparency.
Yeah, I quite like the accentuation of the belly button
Yeah,
with the dress,
and the pokies.
Yes.
and of course, the bare shoulders and the back.
Oh yes.
And not to mention I actually like the rose in her hand too.
And
Detailed it pretty nicely.
if I'm not mistaken, this particular model, it's not based off of any skin she has in game.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I agree, and I find it more impressive that it's not based off something from the game. In fact,
It's not based on something from the game. Who cares?
It's good.
But
You're good.
I'm guessing there's going to be some way where the one of the arms on the chair comes off or something to where you can assemble it with the other group, because it looks like in that one photo
I don't.
they have them all pushed together into
I think
one
one of
single
them
couch.
come with
I know it.
couch.
I know it's only superficial, but with the twin tails and the red eyes, she reminds me of Is it Gneiss now?
What?
The German one.
Prince Eugen?
Eugen. That's the one. Yeah.
You want to be precise? It's Eugen.
Eugen.
Yeah, Formidable's HMS, so
Such a
Yeah,
beautiful
HMAS in
language.
the middle.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the Orion class super dreadnoughts. Yeah, but
but
Look at Warmaster over here.
mm, Formidable's one of my favorites in Ezer Lane, so I had to grab this.
she's definitely got the twin turreted 13 inches going.
You know,
Yeah.
and the fact that they're making a Taiho that's also part of this set too. Taiho is also one of my favorites, so I had to get this.
You
And
need to get
it's
all three.
coming.
You gotta get the whole set.
I don't like a gear that much, but
No, I'm not a big gear fan either.
But completionism.
I might get it anyway. Yes, but I mostly wanted Formidable and Taiho because
I'm a little bit curious because they show them linked up as like all being on one really big
I think
couch.
one of them may come with the bigger couch, and you can
Yeah.
favor of that. I don't see where you can detach this.
Yeah. Because I'm not seeing where you can detach this couch to attach it to the other one. You might.
I'm not seeing that either. That thought just came in my head for some reason.
Cushion might come off, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it also might, like, the one in the middle might come on. The one in the middle might just come on a long couch you can put the other two on.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That or after they sell all of these, they'll sell one that's an entire set,
Which means
would
you'd
not
come.
make me happy.
Which means you'd end up with two extra chairs.
No.
I'd probably do them in a separate in separate chairs. Honestly.
Wait.
I do love her kicking off that one high heel. That's
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
remove it entirely.
like things that give feelings of motion and character. I really like in design.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks so good.
Well, it's either she's kicking it off or she's just balancing it there, which either way is great.
No, it's
Yeah.
completely detachable. I saw her barefoot just now.
Yeah, you can. It's removable. Yeah. Which, bare feet, that makes some people happy.
Yep.
That is for the feet crowd in chat, wherever you
And
are.
it's a very detailed foot. Very detailed foot.
People as well.
Yeah, but Mythos. When initially when they made that Miku figure, I wasn't sure about them, and I wish I'd bought that Miku. I should have bought it. Should have bought it.
You can't be in the Discord call and spamming chairs in the fucking in the YouTube chat.
Oh, I spammed that like 30 minutes ago.
Chairs.
Oh,
this is. I remember when I was looking into this for the contest. It is a very good model. I'd recommend buying it.
Ensemble, really.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at least.
She's a very, 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 very tasty lady.
Oh yes.
Also, the few anime clips I could find of her were hilarious.
I think the Ezer Lane anime is literally just a one shot.
Yeah, and I think she only gets about like 12 seconds, 14 seconds of screen time. But
Yeah,
it's quite funny when she is on screen because she's just
well,
they play her off as like a klutz.
well. The joke is she is not like being called heavy. It's something to her displacement being higher than what it should be on a ship of her class.
Yes.
Which
She kind of looks somewhat top heavy though.
she is.
The joke
Crushed an entire cardboard box.
The joke is coming from when they went to decommission HMAS Formidable in 1957, I think. Her draft was too deep to actually get to the breaker's yard. So her displacement, she was heavy. She was too big. They actually had to strip. They actually had to field strip her guns and all the other stuff that was supposed to come off in the breaker's yard to get her to float high enough to actually get to the breaker's yard.
She was a big girl.
Big girl.
Very.
It was already a super dreadnought when they were built in like the early 1920s, and then by the end of World War II, after getting all the radar upgrades and stuff like that, she was ridiculously over displacement.
Should have given her a fat
Fun bit of naval history for you. There you go. And I don't play Ezer Lane.
Ironically, a lot of people start playing Ezer Lane and then they get into naval history. It's funny how that works.
Anyway, we shall move on.
And then there are some people who are into naval history that get into Ezer Lane because big titties.
I like that. I would like to be able to visualize my favorite ships with massive tits. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So what's the verdict on this one, everyone? Would anyone besides me get it?
I recommend purchasing. I don't have any Ezer Lane figures.
Ensemble, or we can be friends. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I can't afford that stuff. You know, it's like.
Yeah, I would get all of them, or I'd get none of them.
I'm probably gonna end up getting all of them. Let's be real.
I would get just Formidable, but yeah, I would probably get all of them though.
I'm already getting Formidable and Taiho. I might as well get a gear.
She's a very, very alluring model. Which moves us on to... Oh, brings us back to me again. Really?
Yes.
What's my last one? My last one is a slightly more affordable guts. We have Berserk Guts, the Black Swordsman, 1/7 scale figure, coming in at $197 on Tom.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Manufactured by Medicos Entertainment.
Oh, that's a great company. Yeah, their JoJo line and their Black Lagoon line, awesome.
Yep.
That looks pretty good.
Specification, painted, non-articulated, 1/7 scale. It is made with PVC and ABS, so the standard materials. It stands at 10.4 inches tall, so he's not that tall, but
the smirk on his face.
He's doing a crouching pose.
Eat this, you demon fucker. Kablooey.
Yeah, I have to stick an LED. I have to stick an LED into the gun blast.
It actually says that it will fit. It will fit an LED, but it is sold separately.
Oh no way! That's awesome.
Must get. I mean, at that point.
So you can from their company, the guys that make this, you can buy an LED that's specifically for this model, but you have to buy it separately.
Worth it. But then, yeah, the design, Black Swordsman got such an iconic design, like rest in peace, Kentaro Miura. He struck gold with this design, like so iconic.
His sword, I love his sword.
To be ripped off infinitely afterwards, like
forever.
Edgy guy with big sword. Yeah, this is like the archetype for that.
I think I used this sword in Dark Souls 2 briefly.
All of us did, in tribute, if nothing else. You know?
It is a Yes, it's iconic guts. It's him basically at his peak. He's got the Dragon Slayer sword. He's got the wrist cannon. He's got the is he wearing the Berserker armor in this? No, he isn't.
No.
Not yet. He hasn't got the Berserker armor yet.
Regarding the sword, I have to quote: "It was too big to be called a massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was a heap of raw iron." So bad.
That he swung around like it was made of fucking tissue paper.
Well, no, you can feel the heft, right? And here's the actually funny thing: it's
The
not
only
that
people
sharp.
feeling the heft were the people on the receiving end.
Yeah, but consider that it's not that sharp. It's just fucking heavy.
It just kills things with kinetic damage.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah,
this is
so-
my final industry. Yeah, it comes in at $197, so it's a more affordable guts option.
Yeah.
It's a great
Here's
option.
my gripes with it. Just two gripes. Like I like the pose, the gun blast. I like that it's optional. You know, you can put it on when you get it like a nice demon girl character to eat that blast. Um, two gripes. The face kind of goofy. Like, look at him. Oh yeah.
To be fair, he's winking and smiling. It actually looks like there's another face option. It
Yeah,
actually does
look
look
at
there's
this
another
too.
face option for a different
Oh
angle.
really?
But
Does he have a serious face too?
yeah, he's got a serious
Huh?
face by those things as well.
Oh, okay. I haven't paid
But
attention.
also, he's firing a cannonball, a cannon hidden in his wrist in your face. I'd be making a goofy grin too.
Yeah, but it's like it's not evil like he does his face. It's
Yeah.
kind of goofy. I don't know. The smirk may be a bit big. I'm not sure what it is. It's just something doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
The other thing, the base. Yeah, I appreciate a decorated base. You know me, but
It looks a little cheap.
yeah, it's kind of amorphous. It's kind of like it all blends together. It's like, nah, just I don't like it.
It does look a little
Like
cheap. I will pay that.
at that point, just give me a fucking rock with some moss on it, something like that, instead of that amorphous blob of skeletons. You know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Watch
But
those
you know,
wrist rockets.
you could do a lot worse than that. By the way, when he first fired that cannon, it dislocated his arm. Well, what was left of his arm, because the blast was so strong. He put a lot of gunpowder in it. It's like, oh, fuck.
Oops.
And consider he's strong enough to one hand that fucking thing.
Ugh. What the hell was that?
Uh,
I think my
so
chair
good.
just died on me.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
if you haven't seen the '97 anime, everyone should. Like,
Yeah, the
well,
90s. The '97 anime
maybe
was
not
perfect.
like maybe not everyone because it's a bit edgy, you know. But if
Yeah,
you know
15
handle
plus.
edgy
15
stuff,
plus recommended.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, I'd say so, yeah. But yeah, if you know you can handle some edgy stuff, definitely go for it. Like, yeah, and it's like a solid piece of anime and manga history. You kind of owe it to yourself to at least
Yeah,
see what
it's
the
one of the
deal is.
classics. It's down there with like Cowboy Bebop. It's like if you consider yourself an anime fan, you need
And
to watch it.
Dragon Ball and stuff, yeah. But like it's more mature, obviously.
Yeah, it's one of the first. I think it's one of the first real dark, gritty things I ever saw.
Yeah,
That
Dark Fantasy was very
that and
thing
Akira.
in
Oh
especially
god.
Asia at that point, right? Like the West, yeah, we had some, you know, our Elrics and stuff, Conan's maybe, but the East didn't have anything quite like that. So there you go.
There you go. History.
And yeah, if you like Dark Souls, of course, you gotta check it out. You knew that. If you play Dark Souls, you know.
Yeah.
let's
Anyone
let's
else
not.
got any input
Keeps
on this
very
one?
nice and flowing.
Yeah.
I approve.
What was the price again and scale?
197 1/7 scale.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So it's dead bang in the mid range for a 1/7 scale price.
How much is the LED?
It doesn't say.
Probably about $20, I would assume.
I know I could make an LED work.
Yeah, I could.
Especially if they made a cavity for it already.
I could. Yeah, I could literally just go to
Small
my
hand
local
drill.
electronics store and yeah.
Small hand drill, then do a cavity in the base. Maybe I don't know. Well, maybe more trouble than it's worth, but.
I've spent enough time working with Warhammer models. I could probably do that.
Yeah, same. But it depends how much you'd be willing to pay me, I guess.
Okie dokie. Moving on then. Wouldn't.
I would. I like it.
Actually wouldn't because I'm biased. Berserk is my number one manga by quite a bit. I would get 1/4, like something properly epic.
I wouldn't because it doesn't fit my collection, but I would buy this for my friend who. I would buy this for my friend who is really into Berserk.
Yeah, this is a pass.
I would. I would buy
Is
this as
me?
a gift.
Because then I wouldn't say no.
Yes. All right, and we're on to the last model of the day. Which we might get finished up before midnight. We've got a few male characters. Today. Waiting for you guys to catch up in the visuals.
Edgy manga.
Yes, the edgiest of makers. You know, I've seen a lot of really good figures from this series.
You need Fire Punch in that case to see some real fucking edge.
Well, I'm gonna have to guess, even though I don't know. I'm gonna guess this is Chainsaw Man, which I've not seen either.
Yeah, it's
right
Denji.
there. Yeah, it's a fucking awesome manga. The first season, people complain about it. I liked it, so you know.
People have a knee-jerk reaction to seeing anything that looks vaguely CG, but I think Chainsaw Man actually did really. The CG in Chainsaw Man was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The problem is and I think I blame Berserk for it because the Berserk anime with the CG was such a train wreck that pretty much everyone just got turned off the idea of CG in anime from that point.
Yeah, bro. Although Kengan Ashura is enjoying quite a bit of success, and that looks just as awful to me.
Yeah. Anyway, would you like to tell us the details on the Denji model?
Well, the deets. Give you the deets. Well, I think it might be like a 1/6. It doesn't specify on the product page, but it's 25 centimeters tall, which is
10 inches.
9.8 inches tall, 34 centimeters wide, which is
10 inches.
Yeah,
it's probably 1/7 scale.
Yeah. No, actually, looking at the size of the Denji, I'd say Denji himself would be about 1/8 scale, just because the size of the base. Looking at it.
Right.
Maybe
1/8 scale, but very detailed base.
Well, he is like 15 years old or something, so I suppose it works, right? But damn, that devil blood really did a number on his abs. Like, holy shit! I never
ripped.
That.
Ripped as fuck.
Yeah, like he body swapped with guts or something. Jesus. But yeah, how dynamic is this piece, bros? It's like every blood spatter is accounted for, if you notice. Even the overhand one. Do you see it?
Yeah. Got blood splatters everywhere. It's a very edgy figure.
Yeah, it's very dynamic, right? Which befits an action series like this. Yeah, because I can get behind like the stoic pose. Yeah, but this series needs something smashing like this.
No, it suits the series. Yes.
Most of them are that way. Like I've seen quite a few, including 1/4 resins that are killer like this. What more can I say? The base. Look at that base. That's I forget which devil it is.
It actually kind of reminds me. It's not the same, but it actually kind of reminds me of the Eustace Kid I had like 8 months ago as an entry in content. Like, yeah, cause just whereas the base itself is a huge addition to the model.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, I like it. I want to love it, But what I don't love about it is actually the photographer.
Yeah.
If they didn't do the red backdrop, I can't make out
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
real
no
details.
Yeah, I couldn't find very
Because-
good I couldn't find very good pictures for this one.
Yeah, no, I was looking through them too, and like the photographer just went all out on the red backdrop, and it's just making it hard
Yeah,
to
no
see
good
all
with
the cool
that.
details.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's one angle of the base that really shows off all the details in the base. It's like all eyes and fingers and teeth and some of them are
It's supposed to be the
angry, some
scene
of
where
them are
they're locked.
looking.
Especially the scene where he's stuck in the hotel, right, where he's jumping in and
Yeah.
slaughtering. Yeah.
The Eternity Devil or something. I forget
Yeah,
what
the
that is.
Eternity Devil. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you wanna play? You wanna fuck around? You're gonna find out.
The
Yeah,
the shirt
and
the shirt looks like real cloth in spite of there's no way it can be.
Yeah.
right, which is kind of actually against the what because the shirts they wear, they're not like fucking lumberjack shirts but white. They're proper
Mhm.
office gear, which should be smoother. But here you can see
Yeah.
the texture. I like it.
Yeah, it's
I like
textured.
it
Yeah.
because it's torn and stained and stuff. It's
Yeah,
very actiony,
a little bit of artistic license there though to make it look
of
better
course.
is.
But it's for the best, I think. Um, all sorts of battle damage, like all the blood on it. The the clothes are ripped where
There's some
they should
subtle
be
rips
ripped.
and
Even
stuff. Yeah.
the head and chainsaw blades are dented and they look in movement. I like that stuff. As you said, Raka, it shows the movement, the energy of it. And
Yes.
to contribute the energy, it has an LED included. Hey-oh.
That has been
How
the
about that?
subject of tonight. Like, there's a couple of times we've talked about having internally lit models. Cool. So yeah, it lights up.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
I, I,
That's
I'm
good.
bonus.
I'm I'm guessing the chainsaw chain is looks in the manga slash anime.
What? Sorry.
I'm guessing the chainsaw chain is how it looks in the manga slash anime. Yes.
It looks kind of better because if you read Chainsaw Man, it's kind of rough. Which, don't get me wrong, is good for you. It has its own aesthetic. It really works for it, but it's on the rougher side. It's no berserk. Let me put it that way. It's not like a
Hmm.
museum piece. Every
All,
every panel
all
is like a museum piece.
I'm
But the
just
roughness
saying,
really
having
contributes
used
to the
a
vibe.
chainsaw before,
Mm-hmm.
chainsaw chains do not look like it.
No, they're very much like the Warhammer chainsaw blades.
Yeah,
They're
the
very
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
bastards.
they're very
That's what
exaggerated.
we're talking about. Yeah, and you can see
Yeah.
even the head has some damage on it, but that works. It's that's how it should look.
Yeah.
After all, um, yeah,
I'm just making sure that that's how it's supposed to look since
yeah, it is.
I'm not seeing
Remind
this as
remind remind me the price on this one.
$205,
Well,
That's
that's
all right.
reasonable.
That's very reasonable.
and
Yeah.
you get a bonus little pochita. I'm sad
is
that
that what the chainsaw beaver looking thing is?
it's
Yes,
a little dog.
the little chainsaw dog. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a beaver. I didn't look closely at it.
No, I'll share the picture in the Discord since Raka didn't include that in the
No, I think one of the pictures shows it.
No. There it is. There it is. It just
yeah.
looks
Oh,
okay. Now I see that those are actually two separate teeth. I wasn't looking at it closely before.
yeah. It's a
I
little cute
that
doggo.
yeah, I could see the canines after I looked at it closer. For what I first saw it pass through a couple of times, I was like, "Is that a beaver?"
Yeah, so this is I like the piece. If you're into the whole
So
edgy thing,
weird that tonight it's the Denji model that had us looking for Beaver.
I would have thought that's appropriate. Yeah, it comes out first quarter
Tough
of
crowd.
2025 with potentially delays because that's very often with these resins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, gym goals, I would say.
Wait. Is that a pull starter coming out of his chest?
Yes,
Yes.
that is a
That's
full
how
starter
he
coming out of his
activates his
chest.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
That's how he
You,
activates
you,
the
you really should
chainsaw
watch
devil
the
mode.
anime. It's fantastic.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good. It is pretty good.
Okay.
And then read the manga because it's even better.
I have to clarify these things because I've used a chainsaw before.
No, you're gonna love it then.
Yeah.
The sound design is peak. Just you're gonna love it. If
And the
you're
storytelling's pretty good as well.
it's fucking epic, bro. It's like well, it's just the first half of part one for now.
Yes.
By the end, you're gonna just gorgeous. And it has one of the most, or two of the most popular waifus of recent years.
What?
Interesting. I would
pa-
not
pa-
expect something with this design to have waifu.
Power and
What
Makima?
kind of-
I haven't seen
It
many
has-
figures that I've
Or
liked of them yet, though.
or were you thinking of Kobeni, because no one likes Kobeni.
well, her appeal is different, but no, I mean Power Makima and upcoming Reze. Oh boy, that girl's the bomb. Literally. Never mind. Yeah. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it's cool. Again, it wouldn't suit my collection, but I wouldn't recommend someone not buy this if this would suit their collection.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. It doesn't suit mine. I can see why someone would buy this, though.
There's no chairs.
Not all of my
Yeah,
figures have chairs.
I like it.
Not
I'd
even
have to
half
see
of them have chairs, actually.
I'd have to see better pictures to
Yeah.
actually want to buy it, but it looks awesome.
I have a
It
pretty
is.
good
Oh, it's
idea.
awesome. It's like if you collect like shonen action figures, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is like peak shonen. And consider the LED also contributing to the whole scene, right? Like from below lighting up the translucent bloody parts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, all right. Well,
And for that price, like you can do a lot worse.
that kind of wraps us for the day. That we've covered our we've covered our 12 figures.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me tonight, boys. I'd love to have a post game discussion, but as I said before, I have to be up at 6 a.m. to go to a stupid meeting at an
I
office.
suppose that we can keep it going in the Discord between us.
You guys can keep chatting in the Discord, but I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Have fun sleeping.
Yes.
Have fun sleeping.
Have fun sleeping before I have to go to the office tomorrow and do a bloody training day. Yay. On my week off. Yay.
Sleeping's more fun than training days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My big plan after I'm finished the training day is to come home and sleep some more.
That's a
Not horrible idea.
Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, guys, and covering the models that have you excited this next month.
No comment.
Comment?
Like and subscribe.
Yes, sure.
Very true.
Please comment, like, and subscribe on the video.
Yeah,
if you like our,
like boo-bah, it's still good for engagement. So thank you.
If there are any figures that you're excited about that you might want us to talk about next month, feel free to link them in the comments below.
We can't promise we will, but do it anyway.
We do promise
Yeah.
by next edition we'll have the Discord up and ready for
Yes.
public joining.
By next month, we will have the Discord up and ready for more people to join, so they can join in the active, ongoing discussion about anime figures that we.
All sorts of manga, video games, all sorts of stuff. Of course.
Yes. Those stuffs. Yeah. Yes, we will be by next month. We will be ready to welcome more people into the community, and you will be able to discuss all of your favorite weeaboo shit with us.
We're gonna all talk like cultured gentlemen as we do.
Yes, while being cultured gentlemen. Well, thanks for joining us tonight for the viewers, and thanks for joining us tonight for the fellow panelists, the boys. Good night, and may the gacha gods be forever in your favor.
See ya.